doing tonight? I saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come alone? I just want you to know you don't have to be alone if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hush. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. Let's get out, girl, I'm taking you home. Hello, how you doing tonight? I saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come alone? I just want you to know rocking tonight. Glue the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. Let's get out, girl, I'm taking you home.
Guys, we made it. Let me know if anything is broken. We literally just got home from vacation. Didn't have time to make a thumbnail, so I just slapped a picture of our vacation. That's the lake that we were staying on. Hey guys, how's it going? We got Alyssa, we got Zage, we got Seppu Gaming. So what's up, Steven? We got Javi's here, Ace, Torres, Alex is here. You guys showed up without any warning. Thanks for coming. What did I miss while I was gone? Anything crazy happen? Not that I know of. Anyway, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if things are going well. But yes, vacation stream. Angelica, hi, what's up? Angelica7. Do I know Angelica7? Nice to see you. I think I've seen you in the comments before. Anyway, so I wanted to do something kind of fun. So a little update on our life in our vacation, if you care. Jolie and I spent the weekend and a couple other days, so from like Saturday to today, in West Yellowstone, Montana. And this was the RV that we drove. This is my cabin right here. And we got the lake. My cabin's pretty awesome. Okay, when I say it's my cabin, my grandparents went in with 3 of their friends in this cabin. My grandparents have long since passed, and now my parents, so my mom side of the family, she has 5 other siblings, and they've all had kids, and now we all have kids, and some of those kids have kids. So when you go to the cabin, yes, this is the illegal RV, Javier, that we parked on our driveway that we weren't supposed to. But when we go to the cabin, there's not a lot of space. And the cabins are pretty old, like over 100 years old. So we were fortunate enough to borrow Jolie's dad's RV. And we took it to our cabin, which was pretty awesome. So the HOA didn't get mad at us. I don't know if we told you, but yeah, we parked it on our friend's driveway the first night. And then the second night when we were packing it, the batteries died, so we needed to charge it. So we just risked it and parked it in our driveway, which was very cool. And yeah, so we ended up making it work. But I wanted to run through some pictures here for you, since you guys care so much. But yeah, so these are my boys here on the lake. Got their life jackets on in case they fall in, because they're itty bitty babies. Spencer, do you have hype for new Fire Emblem? I heard either sequel or prequel. You're talking about Fortune's Weave, Steven. I am excited for it, but I'm gonna wait and see. But the HOA did not get us Alyssa. Our cabin rules. The reason why I say it's our cabin, it's not really our cabin. It's like a timeshare now. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. So this is like the old cabin inside. I took a picture of the fire that was heating us up. And I took like a bunch of pictures of that same fire. And we got some elk heads on the walls. I did not get those elk. That was not me. Spencer, are you hyped for the new Witcher 3 DLC? Is that true, Javier? There's new DLC? There's so much I missed. Alyssa says, is it? Oh, it isn't, Sage, because Valve is a small company and doesn't really focus on hardware. Are you talking about Steam Deck stuff? Oh, nice. Anyway, so these guys are the elk that are in our cabin. Oh, wait, you guys can't hear this. 1 sec. 1 second. Hold the phone. Let's see if I can do this here. Let me... One hidden. You guys hear this? You can't hear this. You need to hear this. This is important. Hang on. My kids are in the RV and they're being hilarious. Here. I will fix the settings right now. Desktop audio. Enabled. Okay. Here we go. So this is what it's like trying to go to bed with your kids. So our 7-year-old is here, and then our 4-year-old is here, and then our little 1-year-old is in like a pack and play right here in the RV. But we're trying to like put out all the lights. Jolie was filming them, and that's what it sounds like when we're trying to get the kids to go to sleep. So yeah, kind of fun. Check this out. Look what we saw in the morning, right outside of our RV window.
Visitors this morning. They're on our dock.
Come back here, guys.
Guys,
you can
come
hear
look.
some Mario background noise. My 7-year-old's playing the Switch.
Come back here.
They're getting a drink of water right by our dock. They're playing with your toy buckets.
Did they touch the buckets?
They're
Jaden, come here.
I'm talking. That's my voice. Alex. And Jolie's in the background. But there were some deer hanging out at the cabin. We didn't see any bear. I lied. I didn't catch two bear.
Come here. Tyler and Tatum, come here.
It's okay.
Our boys were not interested in the wildlife right outside of our door. My voice does sound different. It's because I just woke up, Alex. I was like, there were some deer. Yeah, we have canoes, Alyssa. We have like a fishing boat. We have canoes. Sometimes we get the kayaks out, and it's so smooth. The glass is always like super pretty. Javier says, look at the little deers. Yeah. But look at Yoshi. Yeah, my son was like mad at us. We got home today and he played the Nintendo Switch for like 4 hours because that's how long the drive is. And then he's like, why don't I get to play more Nintendo Switch? He was very upset, which is very funny.
Bye, dear.
Yeah, that was our view here. So we parked the RV. And then that's how close the lake is. It's pretty awesome, right? Anyway, that's been like in our family for years, and we've really enjoyed going there, but it's been hard to go there with young kids. But since Jolie's dad had his RV, we could take it. It's his Winnebago. And we had a great time. We had water, we had electricity, and the floors at the cabin are just like dying. So those were my shots. This is gonna be funny. Jolie added some of her videos and photos, and you'll be interested to see the stuff that she took pictures of. And you decided to come back home? Why? We had stuff to do, Alyssa. I know, it's so beautiful up there. This is what Jolie took a photo of.
See this, but it's just a cloud of bugs. You can hear them make the buzzing noise.
Jolie took pictures of the bugs. They weren't mosquitoes, though, so they didn't bite us. But it was crazy. You would walk past them, you could hear their wings because there were so many of them.
I'm not sure if you get the buzzing noise.
He's trying to get the buzzing noise of the bugs. She took 3 videos that she decided to... I'm like, go ahead and pick up... I'm like, Jolie, pick any photos that you want to share on stream. And these are the things that she shared.
A cloud of bugs, you can hear them make the buzzing noise.
They don't look good, but they didn't bother us, to be honest. You heard them, but... How many bug pictures did you take, Joe?
Bug.
Okay, I must be doing something wrong here. That's why. Okay. It was only 2. I just kept rewinding. I thought you put like 100 bug things. Yeah, no bug spray. So this is a shot of the lake in the morning. This is when I went fly fishing for the first time in my life. So my brother's a big fly fisherman. He wanted to take us on this trip, go fly fishing, and then I got up early enough to see the sunrise on the lake, and it's so freaking beautiful. I think this is the shot that I did as the thumbnail. Toolman, what's up? This looks like my Twitter banner. You stole it. You went to the future and took this for your banner. My cabin, dude. Javier says, is that some B-roll for Final Fantasy VII house documentary? No, Javier. Yeah, so this is where we were. It was awesome. Super beautiful. There's a great blue heron. Billy got a picture of some wildlife. She didn't just take videos of bugs. But this is like our dock. And the little beach where the kids play with the sand toys. Joe loves the sound of bugs, says Alyssa. He loves that. Then we got cousins riding on bikes. Yeah, it's fun, man. You like see osprey and like eagles. There's bald eagles there. They like literally dive in and catch fish right in front of you.
Yeah, this guy's carrying a rifle.
Jolie was concerned because I guess this is where I was like when I was gone fly fishing. She was watching the kids, and then the guy to the cabin next door like had like there was like a loud gunshot, and then she's like, "What was that?" And she investigated, and it's like a guy with a rifle.
He just shot something. It's kind of weirded me out that he's shooting a rifle right next to us.
Jolie was, we're in the woods. He's a mountain man, Jolie. What's up, Tool Man?
Got all these kids playing right next to him.
She's keeping us safe. That's his gun.
It's kind of weirded me out that.
Just more shots of the lake. So this was this morning when I woke up. Yeah, there was steam on the lake because I got up early enough, which was cool. They're hunting for bears to keep us safe. You're totally right. Yep. This was right before we came home. We actually had to pack up a bunch of stuff, so we didn't leave forever. But that's my cabin. But check this out.
Bald eagle.
Jolie was seeing some bald eagles. There was a nest right behind our cabins.
Cool.
And the crows were ticking them off.
There's 2.
They mate for life.
Coolest animals ever. All right, I lost them. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
We're very patriotic here, so we had to take videos of the bald eagles.
So cool.
Jolie was super excited about it.
Liberty and freedom.
We did it. That was my cabin trip. But, hang on, let me see if I can find this. My brothers and I, we went... What's going on here? WhatsApp. I'll just download it here. Look at it. Oh, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, we went fishing. This is my brother Hazen. He's the one that called in on the show. And then this is me and my little brother Alex. I'd never been fly fishing before. I've only fished with like live bait with worms and I throw it into the lake. But this was a time where I went fly fishing and you have to like be on the river and you're constantly catching and you're trying to make the flies look real to the fish. Yeah, I am the tallest for sure. But my brother's like 6 foot. He's like 6'1". I'm like 6'2" or 6'3". And I'm not 6'5", tool man. Anyway, but yeah, it was a good time. We had tons of fun. I'm not gonna lie, but I have to ask, chat. I have been gone for a very long time, and I haven't done any Twitter news or anything. So, first of all, we have Summer Game Fest coming up. We've got State of Play coming up. Do we have any predictions that are like gonna happen for Final Fantasy? Is there anything that I need to know about that I missed out on? Well, it's a long time. I don't know. I usually check like Twitter every day. And I didn't check it that often while I was in the mountains, Javier. So, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I got to get that picture up on the screen, guys. Yeah, I'm thinking this is unacceptable. Here we go. Can't have that picture in the background. We got to have my cabin picture in the back. There it is. We got to lower the brightness so it works. We get to see the sunrise on the lake. Yep, there it is. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. This is what The Witcher 3 why is The Witcher 3 getting new DLC, Javier, and a new Dragon Quest? Wait, was Dragon Quest actually announced? Was Dragon Quest 12 actually announced? That's big news. I bet you felt great not checking the cesspool. Alyssa's constantly trying to get me off Twitter to not doom scroll. It was good. I like didn't have my phone all the time, and Jolie was like really mad at me because she would call me. I mean, she wasn't mad at me. She was nice, but she'd always like try and text me or call me, and she's like, "Where are you? What's up, Dustin?" We just talked about my vacation in Yellowstone. But yeah, so I didn't check Twitter like at all, which was great. But I love going back to the days where phones like weren't a thing. Maybe you guys will understand this, but for those that are like younger than me, like if you're in your 30s, you probably won't understand this. But if you're like in your 40s or late 30s, you'll understand. I remember the times when like we had a home phone and we didn't have cell phones, and it was just like I could just go places. And if people wanted to get a hold of me, too bad. You know? And when I was up in Montana, that's like what it felt like. I just like left my phone places and I didn't care, even though we had service and all this stuff. Whoa, sleep deprived Dragon Quester. Send a super chat. Trailer react. Okay. Is that like a Biggles 1212 because we've got a Dragon Quest going on here? I'll react to it. Okay. Well, I have to do it. Sleep deprived Dragon Quester trailer react. Okay, we'll definitely check out the trailer. But you guys said that got announced, which is great. But yeah, I could go anywhere without my phone, and it was great. I could just do what I wanted, and I didn't have to have this thing like attached to me at all times. You know, I just love putting it down and being like, well, if you need me, you'll see me later, and I really liked that. Right. Dragon Quest 12 re-announced, but also won't be ready for a while. Oh, interesting. I know they've been having development issues, but at least they were like, we're still working on it. Okay. Go Climber says, I was just saying today that the pro tag looked exhausted, or stoned, or both. Are you talking about like Dragon Quest 12? Okay, let's just react to it. All right, I'm pulling it up, guys. Relax. Here we go. Let me get Dragon Quest 12 working here. Let me know if the I was not ready for stream, so everything's kind of messed up. Dragon Quest 12 trailer 14 hours ago. Update from the Dragon Quest team. It's 9 minutes. Okay, so to be clear, you guys, I don't play Dragon Quest. I don't know anything about it. I know Dragon Quest 11 was a big deal. I kind of know about Dragon Quest, but I'm not like a Dragon Quest guy. And this is like, I know this is Final Fantasy adjacent, but it's my stream, so I can do what I want, Jolie. Don't say anything. She's not watching. Dustin, are you ready to play Betty? Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to have a Betty off, right? Things are messed up. I was like going to do a call-in stream, but then I couldn't do a call-in stream because I was just late and I didn't announce it and all this stuff. Jolie says, I'm here. But... No, that's like, I'm here, but. Are you calling me a butt? Yeah, she's calling me a butt. We're watching a Dragon Quest 12 trailer, Joe. It's made by Square Enix. It's basically what we do, all right? I know she's calling me a butt. But they super chatted, Joe. The Dragon Quester super chatted. It was sleep deprived Dragon Quester. Okay? So let me get this up on stream. Let me know if this works. If it sounds crazy. I know how to use YouTube, I promise. Pretty loud. Sorry. How's that? Let me know if it's too crazy. Dude, we get like a history. Check that out, man. That's like Final Fantasy 1. Paid for it, Jolie. Someone likely Biggles. Totally cool to react to this. Okay. Let me know if the little loud. Okay. How's this sound? Still loud? I understand all this. Akira Toriyama art. Man, look at those graphics. 1990. Yeah, you guys tell Jolie about the bugs and eagles. Man, they're really hyping us up, huh? Seeing where we've come. Okay, that looks like a SNES game? An SNES? Could be wrong, I don't know. Hey, this is the remade one, right? That's kind of fun. You'll have to educate me because I have no idea. That looks kind of cool. Is that on the Game Boy? Dragon Quest 9. Jolie named the Eagles Liberty and Freedom. Dude, that rifle guy. I don't know if Jolie's like behind on stream. This is 11. 11 was a big deal. Okay, wait. That was all of them, right? Now it's going through all the... are they just called a hero? Like the hero of the story? Do they have names? But I know in Smash Brothers you see all these different people. Are we going to get copyright struck by this music? We're just reacting, YouTube. It's fine. Last time Javier had us react to the Gundam Wing, we got demonetized. Big time. 40th anniversary. That's a slime. I know what slimes are, guys. Give me some cred. Can I say something here? Bonjour. I must have picked like the French one. I love how the Japanese people present games. They're like so kind and respectful, and they're like, please pay attention to our game. We want to share something we've been working on. And I just think it's adorable. I think they're amazing.
ドラゴンクエスト12エグゼクティブプロデューサーの斉藤です。
Hello, everyone. Missed it. I'm Yosuke Saito, executive producer of Dragon Quest 12.
ドラゴンクエスト12エグゼクティブプロデューサーの斉藤です。
どうも。
And I'm Yuji Hiro. Isn't he like the main guy of Dragon Quest? Isn't he like the original creator and he's been around forever? He's Yuji Hori, game designer.
ちょうど
Isn't he like the creator of Dragon Quest? He just has game designer? He needs a better title.
40年前の
It was 40 years ago today that
作目の
the very first Dragon Quest
発売さ
game
れました。
launched.
40年という長い間シリーズを愛してくださったファン
Please
の
look
皆様
forward
のお
to
かげ
it.
で
Yes.
この日を迎え
And
る
thanks
こ
to all
とが
your
できま
support.
し
The
た。
series is still going
本
strong.
当にありがとうご
We
ざいます。
can't thank you enough. See, look how kind they are. I love it. That's right. And if it wasn't for the fans who've stuck with us,
そして
as well as the fantastic staff who's worked on the games over the
感
years,
謝の言葉しかありませ
we
ん。
wouldn't have made it
あ
this
りがとうござ
far.
います。
I'm really grateful to you all. Do they like apologize because it's still a long ways away? I'm going to say that they apologize profusely and say like, please look forward to it. But wait, we need to tell you about it.
本当であれば
I wish we could talk for hours about the 4 decades of Dragon Quest history, but since time is short,
1時間でも2時間でも話したかったんですけど、ただ大変長い間
let's focus on the next game in the series and the one you've all been waiting for, Dragon Quest 12. Yeah, he's the creator. He needs to say the creator of Dragon Quest. They're just so humble. We're hard at work on 12. But due to a reshuffle on the team and a restart of development, it's going to be a bit longer till it's in your hands. See, this is like... I like the transparency, though, right? What's up, Zaberfay? Is this live? We're live, Zaberfay. Say whatever you want, man. I'll react to it. They admit that it restarted. Yeah, I like that. I like that they just tell you that they're, you know, rather than just like a game vanishing for 10 years and they're like, it must be in development hell. Right?
当初開発していたドラゴンクエスト12選ばれし運命の炎はシリーズの最新
Yeah, I'm
作とし
watching
て
it right now,
様
Zaber.
々なチャレンジを続けてきました。
All right, what did he say? He said, work on the original version, Dragon Quest 12. The flames of fate hit a lot of hurdles along the way. They're just so transparent. But as we kept talking with Mr. Hori and pinned down what the mainline Dragon Quest game should look like, we decided to move things around and start over from scratch. Jeez, okay. Jeez! This trailer is not live. It was 14 hours ago. But I'm reacting to it live, if that helps. No, it's not live. The original creators of a lot of these games are getting old. Look at Mr. Hori, Mr. Yuji Hori. He looks like he's ready to retire. Just let him retire, you know?
今も開発を続けています。とても
Shame
大
they
変な
do
決断
not
ではありましたが、
the
より
same
多
with
くの
Final
ファン
Fantasy
の皆さん
Remake
が
Part
楽しめ
3.
るドラゴンクエストの最新
That's okay, Steven. They'll get there. Sorry I keep stopping and starting it, but I'm trying to react to chat and not have someone talking Japanese over what I say.
作として
But I believe it was the right one to ensure that the next Dragon Quest game will be the one that
そういった経緯
you
から
all want to play, I'm guessing. As part of the new direction, we've also changed the game's logo and subtitle.
本日
Okay.
は
Here's a short video that will give you a sneak peek to the new version we're currently working on.
どうぞご覧ください。
I love it. Oh, it's so Nintendo coded. Not just it's just Japanese, but that feels like very Nintendo. Wow, this is pretty. Development footage, subject to change. Very fantasy. Oh, I love it. Biggles, are you freaking out? This is pretty. Oh man, that's just like a fantasy world you want to go live in. Okay. That was the profile picture from he does look like he's super tired. Okay, everything else looks like super good, but I feel like the character designs are a little bit off. Am I crazy? But I don't know. Like, this is Akira Toriyama, kind of? But this is the new hero? Ooh, fun. Was the other game like open world? Could you just go wherever you wanted? Looks cartoonish. He does look very tired. Oh, we got some party members here. We got a lovable robot. We got a love interest here. Look at her. She's got like a scarf and a short haircut with red hair. A mysterious tattoo. They all have short sleeves. He's totally toked up. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that that he's high or something? This guy looks cool, like a lizard guy. Oh yeah, and he's got like lizard helmet. The dragon. I'm not the right person to be reacting to this. Okay, that looks fun. Okay, hype level. Wait, for you, for the Dragon Quest sickos out there, how excited are we? Dragon Quest 12. Let's see, like, can't wait. I'm doing a poll if you guys didn't know. Can't wait. We'll wait and see. Don't like it. Hero looks stoned. Okay, vote in the poll, y'all. How we feeling about Dragon Quest? If you want to vote for can't wait, 1 in chat. If you vote for we'll wait and see, 2 in chat. Don't like it? Oh, okay. You don't have to vote. 3, 1, and 4. Okay. I'm not a Dragon Quest guy, so I don't know if this is like what the hype check level is. Is this something that we're excited, or we're just kind of like, I don't know. They always allow blue crystals to purchase the seasonal stuff, but I can only... Is Jolie talking about like Ever Crisis or something? Jolie says 4. Jolie, you always tip the scales. I think it looks cool. I'm excited for the people that are excited to play it, Here, I can really tip the scales. You want to see me cheat? If I put 1, it gets double votes because I vote in Twitch and YouTube. Cheater. Spencer, please, are we we are talking here. Yeah, you and Jolie are having a conversation. Yeah, Spencer, I ate the rest of the overpriced gummies. You ate all of them? There were like... Okay, I didn't tell this story. Jolie and I went to West Yellowstone and we went to like a candy store. There used to be like this old town candy store that would do saltwater taffy, and they'd pull the taffy in front of you, and they had like homemade fudge, and they turned it into like commercialized, like the Minions were everywhere, the little annoying Minions from the Universal movies. And they just had like tons of gummies, but you could get a bunch of gummies in a bag, but it was $5.99 for a quarter of a pound of gummies, and gummies kind of weigh a lot. So we got a decent sized bag, and we're thinking, oh, this won't cost too much. We went and bought the gummies, and the gummies was $32.60. And we were like, well, that was the most expensive thing. Like, we could have bought lunch with that. Oh, anyway. Poll results are in. Can't wait. And Hero looks stoned with 5. They died. Hero looks stoned. Let's go number 4. Okay. So I'm going to assume that Hero looks stoned all goes to can't wait as well. So you guys were excited. Clearly the pro tag ate the rest of the gummies as well. Not those type of gummies. That's not why they were expensive, Dustin. He had way more than just gummies, Dustin. Those gummies must have tasted like Nirvana. They were okay. Jolie, there were a lot left. You ate all of them? Sleep deprived Dragon Quester says, thanks everyone, I love you. That's totally Biggles. All right, let's finish this out and see what it's like. You're not judging. Well, we don't do that kind of thing around here, okay, Dustin? So cool it. Beyond Dreams is the subtitle, huh?
いうわけでドラゴンクエスト12夢の彼方へこの度初公開です
That's the first look. I love them so much. We're watching that again. Okay.
彼方へ
So there you have
この
it.
度初公開ですわ
I hope you know I'm not mocking them. This is why Japan is so much cooler than the United States in so many ways. Because they're just like, they're in like their 60s and 70s maybe, right? And they're just like, okay, there you go. Our first look at Beyond Dreams, Dragon Quest 12. And they clap and they're just so sweet about it. They're adorable. Adorable in like not a derogative way, like in a positive way. Alex says hard disagree. It's culture though. You can't get mad at them. You can't say that these are like businessmen who create entertainment for us, Alex. Let them just be that way, all right? Beyond Dreams because he's tired. Nice dreams. That's tangentially related to the whispers. Oh no, the dreams. It's finally out there. It is.
堀井さん
Could you tell us a little bit more about the
少しだけでいい
game?
んで作品の内容をお話しいただけます
そうですね。じゃあ今
Of
日
course.
少しだけ。今回は
It's the story of a young hero who's beset by strange. Oh my gosh! Look at the concept art. Is this okay? Wait. Is this because Akira Toriyama didn't do the art for them? Is that why? Or is this from Akira Toriyama? Because he passed away, right? Because I know they've been working on Dragon Quest 12 for a long time. Maybe they kept the character design, or maybe it was like a new artist. Is he slouching? Again, dude is toked up. That's so funny. Shouldn't he have red eyes if that's true?
夢の彼方には
What lies beyond dreams? Surely not a world of darkness, but a bright and exciting future.
広がっていると思います。
Jolie says eek. But Jolie, in fairness, we don't play Dragon Quest games, so we can't really judge, you know? He passed away in the middle of the original production. Yeah, and they restarted, so I don't know if they made a new character or if they kept Akira Toriyama like original designs. To avoid copyright strike from the family. Oh yeah, that's true.
以前発表した12から
That is unfortunate. Because Akira Toriyama is like synonymous with Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball, right? So it's interesting. Anyway, sorry, I keep pausing.
楽しんでもらえると思います。
But I think you're going to love it. It's a fantastic story.
お話になったんですけど
Hey, at least they finished the story before the game.
私からは
Final Fantasy.
はい
And I wish you could tell more about it, but the team... Okay, and I'll add the Dragon Quest 12, like every game before it, will come with Akira Toriyama characters and...
まだまだ
Whose music is that?
千代先生
Koichi Asugiyama's music? Okay.
の音楽とともにお届けしますよ。まだまだ同じ線
And
です
that's
が
everything I can say for now.
非常に良い出来にな
The
る
game's coming along really well, and I hope you look forward to the next announcement.
堀井さん
Thank
あ
you,
りがとうご
Yuji.
ざいます
Alex, get over it. It's
ほんの
adorable.
少しですが
That was a
今ま
sneak
でのシリ
peek.
ーズにはなかった要素も取
We're
り入
working
れ
hard
より進化したドラゴンクエストと
making
して
an evolution of
頑張
Dragon
って
Quest
開発を
series
進めて
with
います
plenty of things that you've never seen before.
ご期待く
So
ださい
please look forward to it. Sabaka, who dis? What's up,
そんなわけで
Sabaka?
すがなんと
We're reacting to the Dragon Quest 12 announcement.
お知らせしたいことがあります多分こっちが先に出
Oh,
ると
we
思い
have
ます
something to
よ
look forward to.
それでは
Roll the
映
tape.
像どうぞ
Present. Okay. Look at those expensive gummies. Yeah, Sabaka knows. I'm sure they will give full trailer and announcement. That will be one of the questions asked and answered though. This is the trailer that they were rolling. Oh, look at all those fiends, those monsters. Smash Brothers, but with all the monsters from Dragon Quest 12. Or the entire Dragon Quest universe. Dragon Quest Monsters! Called it. I don't know these characters. Do they have any crossover? The Withered World. Hey, they stole our Final Fantasy colors! Those are that's like our gradient. Look at the border of this stream. Don't you dare! They've been watching our stuff. Crossover. cute little Akira Toriyama girls. Are they the heroes, the heroines of Dragon Quest Monsters? Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World. Thieves. They put that together quickly. Coming soon. Nintendo Switch 1? Ah, well, I guess I could run on it. We did it. Is that what you wanted? You got your wish, Biggles. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm not gonna like clown on it. I think that's cool. I think that's super cool. All right. Okay. Cease and desist them, Spencer. Sue for money. Yeah, if this video copyrights, look at my background. Look at the lights. I've got yellow and purples and blues, dude. That's our thing. That's our thing. Yeah, Ever Crisis had a Dragon Quest crossover. Yeah, I remember when Jolie was playing that. She didn't know what Dragon Quest was, and she had to fight the big slime. She's like, what is this? But, guys, we got to talk about State of Play. Have you heard anything? Got to talk about Summer Game Fest. Here are my predictions, all right? Spencer's predictions. I don't think we'll see any Final Fantasy Part 3 news at State of Play. I just don't think we're doing it. I think they're going to spend a lot of time on Wolverine. They're going to spend a lot of time on their upcoming PlayStation Studio stuff because everyone's worried about the future of Sony PlayStation Studios. So they want first-party announcements. Yes, they're going to have partners. They've announced that it's going to be partners. If anything, we get a teaser, but I don't even think that. Toolman keeps saying this. I don't think you're right, Toolman. It won't be at State of Play. And it's not going to be a timed exclusive. You're crazy town, man. You're crazy town if you think it's going to be a timed exclusive still. No way in heck. Alex says we think we get a small trailer. I think we get nothing at State of Play. But then Summer Game Fest, it's the first trailer shown. I think they've had this baby ready to go for a while now. We wanted it at the Game Awards in December. We wanted it at a State of Play earlier last year, then like earlier this year, and then it kept not happening. But they were doing marketing for the Switch and Xbox for Remake and Rebirth. The marketing like floods are going to go hard because Rebirth will just have come out on Switch and Xbox, and I think everyone knows about this trailer, so I don't think it's like a game closer trailer. You know what I mean? I think we get it early on in the presentation, if not one of the first few trailers, right? Yeah. Alyssa says, I don't think State of Play will have anything Final Fantasy. She knows. Alyssa gets it, you guys. That's not news, Spencer. It's logical. We won't get anything. I don't know. People are saying otherwise, Javier. What's your prediction for the name for the Final Fantasy? I'm not like good enough to predict the name because I'm not someone who's like known the series forever. When people say like reunion makes the most sense, I don't even really know what the reunion is. I don't know why Sephiroth says reunion. I'm guessing that like I don't know why the Robe Men people even say reunion. I don't get it. It's some Genova Sephiroth answer. I don't even know why the guys that turn into like the ex-soldiers turn into that. I there's still stuff I don't know, okay? Because I don't think the games have explained it very well. You just kind of get it. So, yeah, Reunion made sense, but they took that away with Crisis Core Reunion. But I think Square Enix is dumb enough to name their game Final Fantasy VII like Reunion or whatever. Because Square Enix is the worst at names. You know who you are, Various Day Life. The worst. Project Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler. They're so bad. So, Zaberfay, if I had to pick, everyone says return, reclaim, I don't know, reimagine. I think it would be funny if they just went hard into, reinvent and just tick off all the people that are like purists. I don't know, Zaberfay. Maybe. I don't think it's going to be anything that we know, but it's going to start with an R. Reclaim. I'll say reclaim. How's that? Toolman says the language is too dodgy. They're hiding something. No. Toolman, mark my words, dude. You're not seeing anything at State of Play. We will get Play Rebirth is out now. No, they won't say anything about Play Rebirth as out now. Are you talking about Summer Game Fest? Because there's no way Sony would do that, because they're hyping up it for other consoles. It's already on that console. You're probably talking about State of Play. No, you're Summer Game Fest. Sage says there's a rumor that the new Rayman will be at State of Play. Okay, cool. A teaser? Maybe a teaser, Angelica. Yeah, I think that fits, Javier. Question, what are these two events? Okay, so Alex, the State of Play is on June 2nd. That's next week on Tuesday, right? When is this? Yeah, so Tuesday, June 2nd, there's a State of Play, and it's a big one. Sony is literally allowing it to be shown at, they're partnering with Alamo Drafthouse. You can go to the movie theater and watch their State of Play. It's it's their showcase. Sony would do a showcase around E3 time. This is their big, this is what we have planned for the next 6 months to a year, and maybe even beyond that, right? I think we're going to get looks at Intergalactic. I think we're going to get looks at Wolverine. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff we don't know about, but I don't think that's the place for Final Fantasy news, because they've kind of been trying to pull away from PlayStation as the exclusive console. So yeah, Angelica, that's what they're talking about. Jolie says Redonkulous, rebaked. Return is Jolie's guess. Yeah, we'll see. Toolman says, to be fair, they did say we'd get part 3 news, and that was last September. Yeah, they will. I mean, once it comes out on Switch and Xbox, dude, it's gonna be we're gonna be drowning in part 3 news. They're gonna be talking about it nonstop. They're going to be you can buy it as a trilogy when it comes out, whenever they announce the day. You can buy they're going to be all the people who didn't get a chance to play it because you didn't have a PlayStation, you can play it now on Switch, all complete. You can play it on Xbox. You can play it on Epic Game Store. You can play it on Steam. You can play it on PlayStation. And they're and buy the trilogy pack, and they're going to sell it like crazy, and they're going to not shut up about it until it comes out. I guarantee you. Ace Taurus says normal person here. Okay, yeah. Ecto Gamut Biggle says, I think Square Enix will show something else at State of Play and say something cryptic about we'll see you in a few days. We'll see. Dustin says, is the Final Fantasy IX remake still rumored, or did that kind of blend and animate? The Final Fantasy IX remake is on ice, according to Nate the Hate, who's a reliable leaker. It's not that it's totally dead and buried, but it's just not in active development. They might be doing a Dragon Quest 12 thing where they're maybe starting over, or they're going back to the drawing board. We don't really know. Toolman says they all went to high school together. Laugh out loud. Don't know the fact or anything. Jolie says Redonkulous. Yes. Requiem or return. Reclaim or return, I think, says Dustin. Javier says some dude posted a video today saying that part 3 will be named Final Fantasy 7. Just plain, no extra word. That'd be confusing and not very good for marketing, because then when people try to buy the old game, they'll get it confused. So that ain't happening, Javier. Sabaka says, I read about the lore. I guess we say God of War 2018 version, right? So they did do it for God of War. You could be right. I don't think so, though. Sabaka said, I read about the lore. Reunion is because anyone with Genova cells is a fragment of one creature, and they are drawn to reassemble to Genova. Okay, thanks, Sabaka. Final Fantasy 7 robed men confirmed. Some dude posted. Okay, yeah, you said that. It's not going to be Reunion as much as I think it should have been. Yeah. Remembrance says Biggles. Any games you're looking forward to at the State of Play? I have a PlayStation 5, and I'm a poser PlayStation 5. I don't play it. I only play it for Final Fantasy, and I was kind of excited about it, but I buy games on Nintendo and Steam. I have a PlayStation 5, and it's I play it for the Final Fantasy games. So I played 16, I played Remake. Played Remake on PS4, but we have it on PS5 too. And then, 16 and then Rebirth. And I have Horizon that I played around with a little bit because it came with the console or whatever, but I don't know. I played Demon Souls Remake a little bit on it, but then I stopped playing it. I don't have time to play my PlayStation. I'm too busy playing my Nintendo. Okay. Let's go hard into re-words. Reappropriate. That's Dustin. Final Fantasy 7 confuse everyone. Yeah. Melissa says it could be reunited, like Josh was thinking, but give them slim chance as well. That's not bad. Like reunited, like who? Like Zach and Aerith are reunited, right, Biggles? Right? Yeah. Not a bad idea. Steven says, I think maybe either Final Fantasy 7 remake or the newest expansion of Final Fantasy 14. Well, they already did the expansion 14. It'll be rebaked. No. The more you doubt it, the closer to reality it becomes. Final Fantasy 7 rearranged, says Age. That's funny. Once a Sony executive state of play. Rebaked. Yeah, you're just answering the question. It must be rebaked. Summer Games Fest is a general showcase with for all publishers. We better get to see more Intergalactic. Yeah, I want to see Intergalactic. There's so much controversy around Naughty Dog because everyone like got mad at them for The Last of Us Part 2. And now like everyone's mad at them for Intergalactic because it's like starring a female protagonist and she has a shaved head and they're like, it's woke. It's like, just let the game, like, wait until the game comes out. Jeez, man. Gaming discourse is so broken. We cannot even, like, the internet has, like, incentivized negative rage bait for so long now that it's, like, so dumb. It's, like, ruined the discourse because gaming is just, like, one of our favorite hobbies. Yes, you can be upset when, like, developers try to throw things in there that are, like not, I don't know, how do I say this? Like when developers just do things because it's like agenda driven or whatever, it's like, yes, that's dumb. Like just tell a good story, make a cool game and do that stuff, you know? And if you have certain politics or whatever, it's like, that's fine if you put them in the game or whatever. But like, you know, like you're the developer, tell your story. And if people resonate with it, great. If they don't, great. Like, I just think it's so dumb because there's so many games and there's so much to play and there's so much things to get excited about. And all the discourse that you hear about is just like, this thing sucks. This is so dumb. Like, you know, Jolie and I and Ernest, when we talk about things, we will talk about stuff that we dislike. We'll be like, oh, we don't like the red voice change, or like this part of the game is like cringy and dumb, right? But we love the game. We're just criticizing like a game that we enjoy, right? That's like the difference. We're not like going off on things that just to like tear things down, because that's like, it feels like everyone does this. They just tear things down to tear it down. And it's like, this is literally one of the best, coolest hobbies in entertainment. And we get to like play interactive games and they make the most amazing worlds for us. Like, we should be freaking out every time a developer makes a game. Even like the stuff that we're getting now is just amazing. Let's be happy for it. Anyway, sorry, that was my intergalactic rant. Sabaka says you guys could get into the Mech Warrior series. It's a huge lore, movies, TV, and various games of more games. Yeah, I think I played Mech Warrior on Xbox back in the day, but I never played it on PC and stuff. 80% sure there'll be the GTA trailer is going to be its own thing, Steven. It's not going to be any of these things. They're big enough where they can just be like, here's a trailer, and they're not going to give it to like Summer Game Fest or State of Play. I suspect State of Play will be Western focused mainly. You probably are right, Dustin. If any Final Fantasy 17 will be announced, no, it will not, Javier. See, I don't see Square Enix doing that at Sony's sponsored event. I can see Sony. Okay, that Biggles. Yeah, I like Remembrance. Toolman says, I wouldn't put it past Square Enix to invent a new word that starts with rememory or something. Dream drop distance. 365 divided by 17, logarithm exponent. I don't know. That's like what Square Enix would name their games. Square Enix, you are your own worst enemy when it comes to your stuff. It's weird. Sabaka says, bring back Biggs, but has some kind of villain or Cloud redeems once more as his bro. Okay. Alyssa says Spencer. All right. Valve named second generation Steam controller. Square could totally call it Final Fantasy VII and think they did an amazing job with the title. Okay. I know I'm behind. I watched. Okay, so I'm skipping ahead. I agree, Toolman. You guys are saying Konami got away with naming the game Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. Recrudescence. Recrudes. Yes, very good. The sudden reappearance and worsening of something undesirable. Oh, Jolie's just looking up RE words now. Nice, Jolie. These are good. Now I have to say words I've never read before and butcher them. Remonstrate, to protest and argue about something strongly. That could fit. The 007 game has been out for like 20 minutes and the hate train was already trucking along. Yep, see, this is the problem. People cannot freaking just enjoy awesome entertainment. If it's bad, you can talk about it later, but people like literally say it's awful before they even experience. And most of the people don't even play it. So they need to just shut up, okay? Don't pay attention to their opinions. Experience it for yourself. Alyssa says, to be fair to Naughty Dog, it's taken this long for a new single-player title because the Sony being done with their live service games. They were done with their live service game. They just didn't put it out. Sony canceled it because Bungie said it was bad. But the idea was Naughty Dog would have to sustain a live service game and then they wouldn't be able to create those like live service, or they wouldn't be able to create their single-player games that they're known for. But I don't think that's true. They could have had Last of Us Online, and then they could have just handed that off to like a support studio, and they could have just gone back to making their thing. I don't know. I think it's a shame that they didn't put it out, but whatever. Oh, Jolie, what are you making me say? Rebarbative, rebarbat. What is that? How do you say that? Extremely unattractive, repulsive, or irritating. That's intense. Toolman says they're going to announce Final Fantasy 17 and 18 at the same time. Didn't they do that with 9 and 10? Is that true? That's funny, but that's because they had one for PlayStation 2 and then one ready to, like, it was like the swan song. Final Fantasy 9 was like the end of the PS1 life cycle, and then 10 was like the beginning of PS2. What's up, DK? I totally forgot it was Wednesday night. Dude, it's all right. I didn't announce it. We just got back from vacation. We're just kind of like messing around on stream, talking about we're talking about our predictions for Final Fantasy if they're coming to State of Play or Summer Game Fest. And by the way, if you don't know, we've told you before, but Jolie and I will be streaming Summer Game Fest. So if you guys are going to plan on watch it, you can come hop on stream with us if you want to watch it with us. I hope this will be the last open world Final Fantasy game, says Alex. Yeah, I'm kind of like mixed about it. I don't think Final Fantasy has proven that they know how to do open world. I like Final Fantasy 15's open world better than Final Fantasy Rebirth's open world, and I know that might sound crazy. I think Rebirth is a better game, but 15, just like the open world part, like the road trip with the boys and being able to go everywhere and like just get out and do like, your missions and then all the stuff that you can do. It's just, I don't know. It felt more open world. It felt like a more true open world, where I feel like Rebirth is like these open sections and it's very checklisty, and it's just like, it doesn't feel like a real open world game. It feels like they went like halfway, which is fine. I would have preferred if it was linear. Final Fantasy VII refund, please. Rhetorical. I made a list of potential RE titles that are also World of Warcraft spells. If no box throwing, then Final Fantasy VII refund. Gotta have the box throwing. I know the title for sure. Final Fantasy VII really square. Really? Nice, Javier. Final Fantasy VII serious this time. Just call it Final Fantasy VII re as it sounds in the sound we are all make when the trailer drops. Biggles is just gonna be like, re. It's so good. They wouldn't have been able to put the time into a single player title if they went the live service route. Yeah, I mean, they did go the live service route though, Alyssa. They built the whole game and then they stopped. It got canceled. Look for the Witcher 3 DLC official image, Spencer. Witcher 3 DLC. 18 hours ago. Okay, here you go. We got Witcher 3 new DLC officially brings back Geralt for a new story. That's crazy, dude. We got Ciri and Geralt just hanging out. The rumors were true. More Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is on the way on May. Look at all these awesome ads, guys. Remove ads. Oh, don't want that. The rumors were true. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is on the way. On May 27th, CD Projekt Red announced the upcoming expansion, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Songs of the Past. It will release on 2027, PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X. Jeez, man. Do we know if it's going to be big like Blood and Wine or the other ones? That's kind of crazy, man. Okay. That will be cool. I'm like so far gone. I think that sounds cool, but like that game is like in the past for me. I don't know. If I like had to go and play a new DLC, I'd like want to replay the game, and I don't have time for that. But that's cool. It's hard, man. Because the hunt system is better than Intel, says Alex. Yeah, it's true. I do like the hunt system better. Rebirth and Tears of the Kingdom showed me open world games are too big. Yeah, but Tears of the Kingdom is better than Rebirth, dude. Rebirth is like a checklist, like empty world, except for they've put little places of things here and here and here. But like you just drive around in that like buggy or you walk around stuff. You can't do anything until you get to designated places in Rebirth. In Tears of the Kingdom, like everything is a puzzle or something that's unique, or you find a discovery and you're like, wow. I don't like the points of interest in Rebirth. It's just, I don't know. Let's see. All of Biggle's dreams will come true, says Alyssa. That woman is huge. What woman are you talking about, Joe? The Witcher 3 is the game that keeps on giving. I think it's cool for people to love it. Dustin says, I love Witcher 3, but it kind of made me a bit bummed because I feel like it kicks Witcher 4 down the road. Oh, because the DLC. Yeah, I feel like they're still working on it, but they're like trying to get Witcher back in the consciousness of people, but I'm not going to go back and play it. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. What are you talking about, Joe? Jolie's just messing with the stream again. You and I will have to have a discussion about it separately. Spencer, before Jolie divorces you for turning this into a Naughty Dog channel. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. They made it, Alyssa. Naughty Dog was done, and they stopped it. But Naughty Dog said if they wanted to continue to develop it, then they would need to stop production of single-player games. So you're right there. But I'm saying, why not outsource it? It's already done, and then they can do the live updates and stuff. But Naughty Dog is really precious over its IP, so they don't want anyone else to touch it. They need something to bridge the gap and set up Ciri as the protagonist in Witcher 4. That makes sense. Gwent is going to be, grab me again, send help. Javier's never going to get through it. I'll likely be used to tie together 3 and 4. That makes sense. It'll likely be used, yeah. I thought Tears of the Kingdom was much like Elden Ring, a widely considered to be open world done right. Checklist is 60% of that game. Code Veronica at State of Play, Spencer. Get hype. Is Code Veronica a Resident Evil game? I don't know. I haven't played any Resident Evil games, Toolman. I played the very first one, but it was the remake of the first one. It was Resident Evil remake on GameCube at like a friend's house, and it freaked me out. I think the dogs jumped through the window, and I shot like one zombie. And then I was like, nope. Nope, not doing this. I'm a big baby when it comes to scary stuff. So, anyway, but it is a really goofy Resident Evil game. Okay, gotcha. Code Veronica. Well, anyway, so yeah, you heard it here first, guys. Final Fantasy VII. What was one of Jolie's things that she said? Final Fantasy VII, the one that I couldn't read. Remonstrate. Oh, I didn't see this one. Recondite. Okay. Final Fantasy VII Recondite, obscure or difficult to understand. That is perfect, Jolie. Recondite. That's what I'm calling it. Recondite or Recondite. That's going to be at Summer Game Fest, and it's going to be one of the first things shown. It's not going to be like the closer. Telling you. Not going to see it at State of Play, but State of Play should be fun. And if I'm wrong, well, then you knew I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't. I'm not the Final Fantasy expert that y'all want me to be. I'm not, guys. I'm just an average guy. List says all the Sony studios hold on to their IP though. Bluepoint couldn't get permission or help to work with anything from Sony Santa Monica when they were supposed to be. You're right. No, you're right. That's true. They should have. They killed Bluepoint because they wouldn't let them remake God of War, which is funny because they're remaking God of War anyway, and I don't think it's Sony Santa Monica that's remaking it, or From Software wouldn't give their the blessing to do Bloodborne, right? So bye Bluepoint, which is a shame. Kind of sucks. Final Fantasy VII Reconciliation. Laugh aloud. You all wish. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we were scrambling. I thought, why not play a little bit of our Final Fantasy OG? We got to see if Dustin is capable of doing anything. Yeah, why not? So, let me see if this is even going to work. Who knows? I had a hard time getting it set up on the computer because it was not working. But I'm going to switch over here and let me see if I even get audio. You let me know if this is working. You guys hear anything? I'm not hearing anything, but it is working at least. Appearance. It's working? You guys hear it? Because I don't hear any audio. It is working. We hear the audio. Great. Love it when that happens. This happened the last time I did this too. And I'm like, why can't I hear it? Look at this. Zage. I need the music, right? Am I a crazy person? Look, I learned how to switch characters, all right? Yeah, I'm not getting any audio and I don't know why, but I know you guys get it. Okay. I figured it out. Snobia setting. I hear it now. We're rocking. Woo! Do you guys want to see something cool? Look at how strong I am. Bum, bum, bum. You can hear me though, right? Look at me. I didn't even set this up right. That's how quickly I did this for you guys. I was just rushing, you know? You guys don't need to see me anyway. How's the game audio sound? Is it alright? We got Zage on his adventure, hanging out in the city of Cornelia. Okay. Update. We got Zage as the warrior. We are level 13, everybody. We have... I feel like it's so loud. Let me know if it's too loud. Dustin survived. He's a little bit behind everybody else because he only got, see the experience. He needs to level up. He needs 1,630 and everyone else needs 1,400 experience. So, yeah. But then we've got Sparkle Zone here, and as I was asking for people who wanted to play, Franco's an OG part of our stream, so we named Franco, We got Zage. Zage was here with us. But then Dustin, he was a relative newcomer, but he wanted to be named, and now Dustin's one of the family. But then Sparkle Zone has not been on stream since the time we played the original Final Fantasy, right? Franco is just a cool guy. You're right, Tool Man. It's good to be back in Cornelius' age. So I was hoping that by playing Final Fantasy 1, I would summon Sparkle Zone back to the chat. But Sparkle Zone, I kept calling it a she. Maybe he got mad at me. Maybe it was a boy. But Sparkle Zone kind of got away with one, got named as one of the characters, but hasn't shown up to stream since then. Good on that person. But yeah, check this out. I spent a lot of money getting a lot of items. Oh, there's the dancer. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Hee hee. Why are you still here? Were you supposed to be crossing the bridge to the north? You must really want to dance with me. Okay, remember how I gave crap to the dancer? How, like, she wasn't actually giving us advice? She's giving me advice now. The bridge is built. I should be going north, but I haven't done it. Mickey Mouse time. That wasn't my Mickey Mouse impression. That was my dancer girl voice, all right? It's similar, Biggles. Teddy Belcher, 4K ultra wide. I'm not sure why I like this team because the monk name is sus, like private boys school, says Teddy. Okay. Sparkle Zone, where are you? Yeah, dude. Anyway, so I like hung out here and check it out, guys. I've been getting so much gil. I didn't buy any remedies because they were really expensive, and I didn't buy any cottages, but I bought 5 of everything else, and I leveled up just in the Chaos Shrine, right? Toolman, gotta kill Chaos. And I only walked around to Zage, so we're gonna give Franco a little chance to strut his stuff. And then let's go out into the, should we cross the bridge? I have not gone across the bridge since I've been playing. I've saved it for you guys. You've been wasting all that gil at the bar. You can't fool us. This is the gateway drug to Stranger Paradise. Okay, here goes. I've never seen this. Oh, yeah! Everybody, it's the Final Fantasy theme. Da, 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 da. And so their quest began. Look at this. This is awesome. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task of destiny. The great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. All the voices are a variation of Mickey Mouse. That's not Mickey Mouse. Wow! The crystals that once, long ago, held the light and shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. Oh boy! Wow! It's time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world... This is just... Nope. What am I doing? This is serious. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. We are the warriors of light. We need to be serious about this. I'm here for the voiceover, for real. Dustin, I need you. We need to do our Betty voices, right? I'm not doing a call-in stream, so Dustin can't do our Betty. We can't have our Betty off. It's okay. We're adults. We shouldn't be voicing Betty anyway. This is cool. This is like, we're starting on a journey. We just did a little thing. The king helped us. We saved the princess. Now we're really getting started. Hold on. Take it from the top, but using the Robin Hood voice. Robin Hood. You cheeky little blighers. It's all right. We're sparing everyone. Yeah, I know, right? DK says, careful, Disney might copyright strike for that Mickey impression. Oh, really? These new enemies don't even scare me. Been leveling. Guys, we're in untamed waters here. Encounters off? I'm just pressing buttons I didn't know I could do. Look at this map. We've only been here and to the Chaos Shrine. We got so much to go. What do you think's over there? Look at that. That's awesome. Dustin, you're here, so we're going to walk around as you. Don't die, buddy. Ooh. These guys were gnarly. The stream is delayed, so when I do like my beatboxing and stuff, it's not going to match up. All right. You just defend. We got fire. Burn it with fire. Boom, Dustin. Look how powerful you are, man. I should have had Sparkle's own attack. Up, up, and away. They spent good money on Betty. I spent good money on. Guess this means I get to spend more money next time. No, we will give you the Betty off. I'm just saying we can't do it tonight, Alyssa. I didn't even know if tonight was going to happen. And I was like, we'll do a call-in stream, but we've already talked about intermission, and we're not even past chapter 1. So next week, when we progress further, we'll talk about it, okay? Deal? Deal. I will not just take your money and run, Alyssa. I would never do that. Anyway, he's got an excuse for the off beatboxing. Yeah. It's the delay. I've got good beatboxing skills, Tool Man. I like the cast animation. I'm flipping it. I'm flipping everyone off. Yeah. That's what you do when you cast your spell. You just flip everybody off. Let's go to the desert. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, this is a tough one. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna have you attack. Don't worry. I'm too strong. I never know who goes first. I still there's like a speed stat or something, but it like doesn't do a good enough job telling me. Best beatboxing I've heard. The battle for naming rights. If Solemn Gus isn't playable, then Final Fantasy VII Refund. Love Solemn Gus. Okay, now you're dead. Now we just go to attack. Now we just auto battle. I do like the battle theme a lot. I'm not using spells on these guys. I'm not doing that. That is funny. In the new game mixtape, you literally flip people off and it does fire damage. They stole it! Biggles. They stole it. I don't know where I'm going. I kind of want to go up here. I'm just exploring the wilderness. I had fun just leveling up. Jolie's like, "Are you playing Final Fantasy 1 again?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I haven't even advanced. All right, Dustin, you're in the forest. Ooh! If Dustin doesn't die. Matoya's cave. Oh, isn't Matoya like... Oh! Wait! I know Matoya from Final Fantasy 14. She's like the witch lady, right? Tell me the lore of Matoya. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see, such a strange spell to swish-a-ree. They had to rhyme it in English in the localization. Don't tempt me, Javi. What did you tempt him to? If Dustin doesn't die, Alyssa will not super chat Spencer. No, please. We're not going to let you die. Alyssa has done enough. Laugh aloud, you promised that, Javier, not me. Yeah, she was in 14 and this is the same theme. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. I recognize this. Okay. You're playing the lore right now. It's fun going back and like getting it all. Liz, how do you do that? There's no vowels. Lizdana, Leknak, Swish Swisharoo. Okay, you crazy broom. Thump. Ouch. She's an old lady, right? Okay, Spencer, take. My eye. Thump. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, her theme is pretty good. I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. You're just going in circles. Who could have stolen it from me? It wasn't me, but I am a mage. We have to find her eye? Is it here, 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 here? Did the broom take it? We have to talk to the broom again. It won't let me talk. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see. Such a strange spell to swish swisharee. Okay, they say the same thing. Hello, eye. We have to like find it in the forest. Is it one of these pots? Okay, Spencer. Okay, later, Alex. Have a good one, man. You were like, Final Fantasy 1, I'm out. Just kidding, Alex. Have a good one. Figured I'd pull all the stops for my last hurrah. Dustin would know where it was. Look, he's like the male version of a witch. The black mage. He knows all about eyes because all you see are his eyes. Chest contained antidote. Oh, dude, I'm just stealing stuff from Lady Matoya here. Can I sleep? Oh, dude. I can go to bed, but does she not know I'm here? My eye, ouch, thump. A blasted thing without my crystal eye. Well, Spencer, this is this is too Fantasia, but let's see. You must do Mickey. They got walking brooms, man. No, I can't do Mickey every time, man. And plus, there's no like wizard's cap with like moons and stars on it here. I think that is good. It's very Fantasia. Okay, so we found her spot. Hey Spencer, why do people go to bed? To sleep? I don't get it. Ooh, these wolves are pretty. The warg wolves are tough. All right, let's attack this guy here, and Franco, you attack that guy. I want you to attack the front one, and then let's give it some thunder. You know? Oh no! Let's sleep. Yeah, get all of them. Put him to bed, Dustin. Get him! Get him! I missed them. Did I get the others? All right. Well, attack that guy. Attack that guy, and magic, thunder. Eye of Thundera, give me sight, beyond sight. Ho! Thundercats. Wait, you're supposed to be asleep. Boom. How are they fighting? Did I not get any of them to sleep? It said I missed only 3, but they're still acting. They're still doing stuff. Yeah, I don't understand what attacks do. Attack, attack. That should get them. And you attack this guy here. Whew. We got some health. We're all right. Say, speaking of questions, I don't see Ernest AI anywhere. I got some questions. He's our local chatbot. And one attack. Oh, Dustin, you just took a big hit. You got him back, though. It's all right. Okay, that was weird. Sleep didn't do anything. I haven't used it in a while. Right? Am I crazy? Okay, well, we know we have to find an eyeball for Lady Matoya. Let's go find it. I feel like I gotta get to a new town, you know, but I needed to explore this surrounding area. Does this have anything here? Nope. Nope. On our way. Just gonna attack. Ooh, they hit hard though. That was the thing that killed you the first time, Dustin. It was one of those, and he just ate you whole. Because I had like 30 HP. Just boom, dead. Anything down here? Nope. Gotta check all the parts of the map. Oh, dude. 4 crazy horses. We are not going to survive this. We'll be fine. I'm teasing. Alright, I want you to cure Franco. He needs it. Clearly, I've been hitting the gym. Dude, it's just like you in real life, Dustin. You hit hard now, man. Yeah, I don't know who goes first. I just am gonna play the game never knowing, and I think I've just resigned myself to be like, that's just how it's gonna be. Oh, there's gotta be something up here. Why put a little piece of land like that and not give me something for exploring it, you know? Diki says, glad I got my Steam Deck 3 years ago. Looks like gaming is gonna be a rich person's hobby now. It's crazy, man. I told people to get the Switch when it came out, and now the Steam Deck's going up. And then it's so funny because people were like, when the Switch was announced to go up, everyone's like, haha, just buy a Steam Deck. Well, I'm glad you got it, DK. I hope you enjoy it. Gotta take these guys out first. They're the rough ones. Alright, Zage, we'll give you some life back. My PS5 Pro is appreciating in value very quickly. When GTA 6 drops, dude, you could, like, sell your PS5 Pro for... That's the funny thing, is, like, it appreciates in value, but, like, you're never gonna sell it, you know? They need to die, but I can't remember which one was... Do this. When GTA 6 drops, no one will see me for a few months. Cool, man. He's hiding in his room. And just playing GTA 6. I've never played a GTA game. And I don't plan to start. That bad? Fake gamer alert! Fake gamer alert! Yeah, I don't really care for... I know that they did a bunch of stuff, but I was never like, oh, GTA, I need to play that. I'm sure I'm dumb. And all my gaming opinions have now been thrown out the window. Okay, guys. It looks great for those that want to play it. I'm just not interested. You'll see me, says Alyssa. My gaming PC cost $600 more to build than last year. Yeah, dude. We took Jolie's dad's RV to Yellowstone, and you know, it was cheaper than we thought, but probably like $300 in gas. But that was we were like willing to rent an RV to like go to my cabin because it's just so old, and we didn't want our little baby like crawling around everywhere. Nothing here? What a waste. I'm upset. We're switching characters. Zage is leading the party now. Dude, we're at a new town. Ah, lizard! That doesn't look like any lizard I've ever seen. Cool enemy, though. First time. Let's see how many hits it takes. We got him. Da, da, da. Angelica7 says, I'm off to bed, work in the morning. I'll check back on the replay in the morning. Be safe. See you, Angelica. Thanks for joining the stream. It was nice chatting with you. GTA used to have a shock value, but now it's just literally life in America every day. Yeah, it was like a parody, right? But now it's just like, this is how it is. I live in Florida. I have GTA 6 at home. That's right, DK. That's about what gas cost for me on my trip the past weekend. Yeah. I don't drive, like, I have a hybrid car. It's like I drive a van. I'm always around with the kids, and I love my van, but I never fill up with gas because I usually don't drive anywhere. I just drive around town, but if we need to go far, we can use gas. And I love it. I love it. Rebirth came out on the day before Dune Part 2. That was one of the hardest decisions. Oh, I'm sorry. I did like Dune Part 2. Guys, Provoca. Is that the name of the town? We get to meet a bunch of new people. Oh, they're in trouble. Please help us. Please help us. Oh, dude, this guy means... Look at this guy. He looks cool. I don't want to talk to him yet. He's going to beat me up. Okay, I'll talk to him. Those blasted pirates. They're running. They're running around looting and pillaging. Like they own the place. Should we stay in the inn before we get to the pirate? The troubles with the pirates. Ooh, look at them. They're there hanging out. Guy's got like a captain's hat on. They all got eye patches. We got some. It's the crew of what's the Straw Hat Pirates. That's what I was trying to say. I don't watch it enough, guys. I'm a fake fan. Okay, let's see what they say. Oh! What? What? I know I just cut out the music, but what? This is the dancer! She's back! What? Or did they use the same? Please come in. This is not Mickey Mouse, by the way. We charge 50 gil per night. Would you like to stay? Yes. Pleasant dreams. Tee-hee, would you like to dance with me? A soccer mom van. Yeah, I drive a soccer mom van, and I freaking love it, dude. It's my favorite car I've ever owned. So easy getting the kids in and out. Any man that says like, okay, I know that my role is unique because I'm at home with the kids, but like, if you're like a mom that's like, I gotta have an SUV because I gotta have it. No, you don't. You need a minivan. You need the sliding doors that you can just press buttons and the kids can just get in and out. You don't have to go and like, when you're at the grocery store, you're not opening up a car door that's like whacking into the other van. You got like, you can get into spaces that are super small. This guy means business. He's just cutting me off. Yeah. I love the van, Javier. Green hair guy definitely is Robin Hood. Well done. I did a pretty good voice. I was like on him. Those blasted pirates. I don't know how I did it, but the way I gave it was pretty good. Thanks. Thanks for the support. Was there anyone else in the inn? Just more beds, huh? That is the dancer. You can't tell me that that's not the dancer. Best bet is teaser name reveal for State of Play, gameplay teaser for Summer Game Fest. That's your bet. Okay, I think that's not a bad bet. I just don't think we're seeing anything at State of Play, but maybe. Toolman says, I have Red Dead 2 at home. There's a reason I'm so bothered by the cowboy clothes from Nibelheim. They're dressing like cowboys for a mining town. Tifa running up that mountain with cowboy boots. Ugh. There you go, Toolman. That was so jarring for me when I saw her in that cowboy outfit. I was like, why is she in that, dude? Why does the dancer sound like a 30-something guy doing girl voice? Maybe because they cast the wrong person, and casting is 50% of good acting is good casting, says Jolie. But that was her film professor. I had a Mazda Miata in Japan. Drive what you like. Heck yeah, dude. Mazda Miata. That sounds awesome. I like DK stories from Japan. Oh, we're going in this. The weapons vendor. I got a Nissan SUV, Spencer, and a Nissan Rogue, and I love it too. Heck yeah, man. The SUV is great. I'm talking about, like, I got 3 kids. I'm talking about the moms that say, like, you can't, I need to have an SUV because, like, to take the kids around. You do not need an SUV. You can have an SUV. That's totally cool. But there's, like, this stigma, like, vans are lame. And, like, I see those poor moms trying to, like, drop those kids off at school, and when I roll up in my minivan and I just press the buttons and they get out of the car and I'm like, don't have to do anything, they can unbuckle themselves, and it's just like easy for the kids to go, and I'm like, see ya, have fun with your big gas guzzling clunker. I love it, man. I love my van. Tillman says, I'm sorry, Tifa's outfit is like the dollar store cowboy costume. It is cringe. It is. It's like what Easterners think cowboys look like. Okay, I already have a hammer. Broadsword. Oh, we need that. These are expensive. And a scimitar. Only... Okay, Zage. Zage is still around. What do we get Zage? Well, we gotta go with the broadsword, right? The battle axe has better attack, but only by 1. But the accuracy is just too much to pass up on. Or do we go cheap and get a scimitar for, like, plus 10 attack? No, we gotta do it. We don't cheap out. Oh, did I equip it? That's all. It's all for you, dude. You already have a hammer. Equip. We want that broadsword. Look at that. Look at that, Zage. You're so tough now. Biggle says 99% of the time I don't need to drive through 2 feet of snow, but for those edge cases, I'm glad I have a Super Force. Totally. We're in Utah and it snows, and I don't love my van for that. But it's front wheel drive and the engine's sitting on the tires and it does pretty well. And I'm usually just driving it to and from. We have Jolie's pink truck if we need to get anywhere in the snow. Now Simon says, Toolman, we got to suspend quite a lot of belief, right? Seriously, Cloud lugging that buster throughout the entire story. That thing actually hangs on his back with no issue. Nice. I detest pavement princess pickup trucks and SUVs. Yes, DK. It's like a status symbol for them, right? I'm slaying everything right now, says Zage. All right, you got it. Zage is here. I don't know where the Tifa cowboy outfit came, but I like it. Okay, that's all they have, right? Anything else for us? Thanks. That's all he has. Nothing else for anyone else. Battle axe. It says it's plus. No, dude. We need that accuracy. Well, we don't need this rapier anymore. Peace. The rest of the stuff we will hold on to. See you later, weaponsmith. Alyssa says, I don't even shovel when it snows because I know someone will take my shoveled spot by the time I get home. I just drive it straight through. I love my truck. You and Jolie are very similar, Alyssa. You share a lot in common. Jolie's the one who wanted a truck, and I always had a little car. I'm a huge person. I'm not huge, but I'm I'm 6'2", 6'3". And I had a Hyundai Accent. I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but yeah. I had a Hyundai Accent, and I would crawl out of it because it was like a clown car, and it was a 2-door hatchback, and I got it for cash for clunkers. You remember in 2008 when Obama was president and he was trying to restart the economy, and do some environmental stuff. So my dad had an old Ford F-150 that wouldn't start, and we traded that in, and I got the cheapest car I could buy because I was just in college and didn't have a lot of money. And yeah, I loved that thing, dude. My Hyundai Accent. I would get out of it like this huge clown. But now I love my van. So I've had those are the only 2 cars that I've owned. Alyssa says my first car I remember being driven in was my dad's Ford 100. F100. Biggles, triple deluxe. High five. What's up, Biggles? Welcome to Twitch. Okay, now here's Blizzard Slow. I like all these, but now here's the question. Dark. Blinds all enemies with darkness. Temper. Raises one ally's attack. Okay, this is supportive stuff. Dustin, do you have any preferences to your new abilities? We've had fire and thunder and sleep, but now there's slow, temper, dark, and blizzard. Toolman says he's kicking myself every day for not buying a house in 20... Dude, I know, right? That would be so amazing. Then you just be the equity you've had. Dang! The problems that us Final Fantasy fans have to talk about. We should have bought a house back then because we're a bunch of oldies. Okay, I'm going to buy Blizzard because that sounds awesome. Wait, Dustin can learn? Does it not get rid of one of your spell slots? Okay, I'll buy it. But I only have 3 from this vendor? I don't understand. Raises... I like that. Reduces all enemies number of attacks. Low seems useful. Okay, wait. You say Blizzard, Dark, and Temper. Okay, never mind. I'm getting it. I will do what you say, because you are Dustin. Forget Slow. Dark and Slow probably do the same thing, reducing... Okay, gotcha. All right. See you later. Oh, wait, we need to... Dustin, meet Dustin. Dumb joke, I'm sorry. We gotta collect all this stuff before we meet the pirates. Hey, Sparkle Zone, if you're there, meet your friend here. Mini Amaze Bit. Looks like we have a bleeder. Okay, what? Cures darkness. Cast silence on all enemies. That sounds useful. Too bad Sparkle Zone isn't here to pick her spells. I keep calling Sparkle Zone a girl. Who knows? But Sparkle Zone just sounded like a girl. Raises an ally's evasion. Reduces lightning damage by half for the entire party. That seems like a very use case reliant thing. And yes, it does look like they're flipping the person off. Look, she's like, we decided that was a thumbs up, Dustin. It was trying to make a joke. I was like 11 and 20,000. That's right, you're young. I graduated high school in 2005, so if I bought a house in 2008, you know, just job right out of high school, I probably could have paid a mortgage. Thumbs up, right, yes, thumbs up. I'm gonna get Cures Darkness. This sounds dumb, but I'm gonna get that. I'm just gonna get the first 3. I ran out of money. Oh no. I shouldn't have wasted it. I didn't get the armor vendor. No. Better go fight some things first. I'm gonna be totally lame and do this. Oh, I feel old now again. We're old, DK. Why, you feel old because I graduated in 2005? Or because Toolman was 11 in 2008? Oh, dude, check out that broadsword! Just cutting him in half. So powerful. Zage. Let's walk around as Zage for a bit. So we can... Oh, dang, this is a big one. Okay, now I'm a little confused. So I attack, but I got new spells as Dustin, right? What happened to my fire and thunder? I need to know. The magic. Oh. Level 2. That makes sense now. Oh my gosh. Mages are super OP. I can go all the way to level 8. Red Barrington says 11 in 2008, so young. We don't, yeah. Toolman's the young gun of the crew. He's wise beyond his years. He's an old soul. Okay, well, silence isn't gonna do anything. Protect. I just want you to attack, all right? Attack that one. All right, now Dustin, this is where you get to shine. Deals ice damage to one enemy. Blinds all enemies with darkness. Let's do that. You're blinded, wolves. Broadsword, one hit. Ooh, dark looks cool. Someone is younger than me. I can't remember, but they called in. Okay, that's probably true. Dude, you're so tough now. Miss. Oh, they got it. In my head, Sparkle Zone is a girl. We're just gonna say that Sparkle Zone is a girl. How much skill we got? Oh, we'll take it. We need enough to buy the new armor that we totally are gonna get. Those trees look different right there. Am I crazy? That looks like there's something there. I wonder if I can put them all to sleep and blind them. You know? When do I take Franco's weapons away? When does he hit harder, you know? We'll find out for sure if they ever come back to stream. Obviously says, I was 31 in 2008. I was living on a small town working on a uniform emblems American company. I lasted almost 2 years of that job. Nice, man. 2008, 31. Yeah, you're... Javier is the, he's the dad of the group, of the stream. Sorry, let me get a drink here. All right. I gotta play around with this. I'm gonna... Okay, she doesn't have sleep. Doesn't really help. Let's Sparkle Zone, you just attack. But you've got sleep and dark. I don't know. Okay, I want to put them all to sleep. Red Barrington says, someone in their mid-20s was confused when I called them a kid. He thought he was an adult. I know, it does kind of... Just young kids. Just out of high school. How come they all got to go first? Not fair! Yeah, Franco, you show them. You hit so hard, Zage. I love it. Sleep. Okay, so those two should be asleep. The bottom left should not attack me. Am I right? Let's judge this. I'm gonna have 2 hits on that, and then I'm gonna just have... Okay, you can heal. You can heal... Let's heal Franco. And then... I don't want you to attack just in case you do something. So... I'll just have you defend. Okay, that worked. They didn't do anything. Okay, that was good, right? Are they still asleep? Now what happens? Okay, it lasted 1 round. 40 what? Tifa? I know, right? Good night. Hey, DK, get some rest, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good night. May your random battles be bountiful in gold and experience. Keep a low-key shaming Final Fantasy fans. It's true. Tifa is just too hip for us oldies. I'm just gonna go quick. I'm going back to town soon. I just need some gold, you know? I should have fought the other ones first. What was I thinking? They hit harder. Miss. Yeah, Tifa's just too cool for us old fellows. And ladies. Okay. How much gold do we have now? We're getting there. We're getting there. Speaking of getting there, look at this maze we get to go through. Riveting. Happy Dragon Quest Day. Is today the Dragon Quest Day? No news for Dragon Quest IV Remake, though. Yeah, Barrington, we watched the announcement of Final Fantasy 12. No, sorry, Dragon Quest 12 earlier on stream. If you missed that, feel that sick beat, guys. Check it out. The next spot we're gonna have to go like get a ship or something at this port. Where is Lady Matoya's eye? That's what I want to know. It's not fair. Promise it's on beat on my end. Riveting stuff here. Yeah, we gotta find out what these pirates are up to. That's for sure. Dude, Zage is just taking a beating. Sleep-deprived Dragon Quest are definitely worth going back and watch the VOD later. They're just such nice 70-year-old Japanese men. They're so thankful that we would watch their stuff. Simon S says, Tifa's about 20 when I first knew her and I was a late teen. Now that I'm in my mid-40s, my goodness, still the same 20. So I guess she's entitled to low-key shame us agers. That's fair. We are getting up there, guys. We are getting up there. That's a path to a new place. Oof. These guys need business. The werewolves are legit. Okay, I'm gonna take it seriously. Pretty dark. Dark. Ouch. They're going after Franco and he's poisoned. No! Look at poor Franco just sitting there bubbling with green bubbles. Yeah, good luck hitting me now. Miss. Give Franco some life back. I'll give you an antidote. Don't you worry. Oh, Dustin! He got you for 25. Look forward to it. It's a sleep-deprived Dragon Quester. Please be excited. Lunch break at work is done. Gotta continue to just lurk. Hey, see you later, Simon. Lunch break right now. Where are you at, Simon? I need to know. Just kidding. You don't have to tell us where you're at. That's cool, though. Enjoy your... I'm glad you enjoyed your lunch and enjoy lurking. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble for Franco. Yes. Funny how 30 years ago I didn't like Dragon Quest, loved Final Fantasy. Now I don't like Final Fantasy, but I'm loving Dragon Quest. You know, maybe your style of game was just this style, you know? You liked this turn-based stuff, and that's okay. That's what you're into. Hucker says, Tifa is like 39 now, so she shouldn't be throwing shade at us old farts. That's true. Me and Tifa are the same age. Sleep deprived Dragon Quester, may the blessings of the Puff Puff be upon you, Red Barrington. Alright. How much gil we got now? Now, my question is, do I spend it on another white mage spell? What did we get? Pure Darkness, that was like boring to me. We got Null Shock and Abyss. Raises one's... I kind of like the idea of something that just... Yeah, I'm going to get that. I know that's lame, but... Because I don't want to use an item if I don't have to, you know? Tipped your files team in Singapore money. Oh, that's right! That's right, Simon. You were from Singapore. And you were like, oh no, it ratted me out where I'm from. Well, enjoy it, man. Good talking to you. Have fun. Is this the church that raises us? There are none in need of my services. Do not lose heart, brave warriors. That's just how he talks. Do you think we can play the organ? The organ? Ah, he won't let us go over there. The candles are in the way. Simon, you're awesome. Thanks for hopping in. Okay, can we get to the shop before we have to talk to the pirates? Here's the real question. Final Fantasy 16 D-Make looks pretty good. Alright, I think they're going to spot us. Oh, we're good. We snuck around them. Did you guys see those ninja skills? I was hugging the side of that building. Oregon Trail stream went. Can't promise anything, Soulman. Welcome. Okay. No! I knew I couldn't afford it. A leather shield. Leather gloves for everyone. Chainmail I already have. Leather armor? Does Franco have leather armor on? You have leather gloves. Man, Zage is getting all the good stuff. We need to get him that iron armor though, right? What can we sell? What can we sell to get to that part? We have antidotes we don't need. I'm weird. I have to have 5 of every item. Potions? Oh, we can sell potions for days. How many do we have? 8? Yeah, we don't need 8 potions. Give me that armor. Give me that iron armor. Now we're going to equip it. We need to make Zage so powerful. What's optimal? Oh, it automatically equips the stuff. Okay. Equip. It's there. I'm like, what's optimal? I can buy a shield too. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. Oh, the leather shield is dirt cheap. Give me that crap. If you wear leather gloves, then Franco is not a fan. That's fine. We only need 3 then. Guys, I'm feeling great about this. Optimal. Boom. Optimal. Wait. No. It said it was bad for me. Okay. Optimal and optimal. Woohoo! Guys, we have 10 gil to spare. Optimal isn't always optimal. Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't do that. Red Barrington says, I'm old enough to remember playing Oregon Trail on Apple computers at school in glorious 4-bit graphics. I'm old enough to remember that too. On like the Apple IIs or whatever in the computer lab. I remember going to that computer lab, man. It makes me feel like a freaking fossil now. Why do you play in the Oregon? I wanted to play the organ. The pipe organ. I don't know what it's called. Okay, good. Now we get to go to the item shop, and it's going to be all this stuff that I want to buy. Not that many people in town. They're all hiding from the pirates. Okay, all the same items. Cottage and remedy. I'm good. I already bought all this stuff. So the only thing that I'm missing is a good night's rest. It costs 50 gil. Oh, let's dodge these pirates again, guys. They won't see me coming. Hug the wall. Oh, yeah. There's a cheeky little blighter. Please help us. I'm weird like this, but I gotta get my my good night's rest before I go to the Oh, dude, that sounded cool. Franco, did you take off your nunchucks? Was optimal? What happened? You got rid of your stuff, right? Wow, I know how to do this stuff. Nope, nunchuck is still there. What happens if I take it off? Your attack goes down. Just by 1, though. Okay? What benefit do I get from the monk? Having to pay to heal in this game was so annoying. Same with revives. Yeah, that's true. We'll get there, though. See? We just need 50. We're there. We're good, man. Let's go check out these pirates. And I'll do a terrible pirate impersonation. Oh, yeah. Oh, we need to go sleep. This guy is so rad, man. He blocked my way again. He's trying to make me not get in. We gotta see the dancer. Pleasant dreams. Alright, do your spins. The crystal bears. Optimal isn't always optimal. Having to pay to heal in this game is so annoying. Same with revives. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. Final Fantasy compulsive shopping simulator. Just 1 by 1. This is like when Jolie tells me about Final Fantasy, every time she'd play like 15 or a more modern game, she'd always go to the new town and she's like, I need to buy all the stuff. Now it makes sense why she would do that, you know, like that's how the game was set up. You get the better weapons when you get to town, but that's like not how modern games are. It's like you get the best weapon if you do some dungeon in the open world, you know? Oh, guys, okay. You ready? You gonna watch the State of Play live? I would flip if they announced Horizon 3. Def not happen. Or if Team Asobi was doing. I will watch it live, but I will not be streaming it because, like I said, I hardly play PlayStation. Ernest AI processing. Hey, Ernest AI, riddle me this. What's the difference between the grandmother and the granny? Biggles is talking to himself in chat, guys. Okay, who do we talk to first? The captain? Gotta talk to the captain. Or should we see what his minion says? Okay, pirate.
Yarr, yarr. And just what you be doing here, yarr. You wouldn't be looking to make trouble with Bicky's Buccaneers, would you?
Well, this is Bick. Is it just Bicky? Bick? He's the captain, so he's a little bit more commanding.
Yar, you've got cannonballs of steel to be talking to one of the great pirate Vicky. Kill 'em, boys.
That kill 'em, boys?
Aye, aye, Captain. We'll make their bones go crunch.
Ooh. Woo! Good thing I saved. Do Jack Sparrow now, Spencer. I can't do the Jack Sparrow. I can't do it. I can do the cartoony pirate. Okay. These guys mean business. They're like buff. These are a bunch of real life Dustins. Dustin's saying, I'm playing Final Fantasy VI now. And that's like the best part of going to New Town is buying better gear. Yeah, it is kind of fun. It just seems like that's the loop. Or find a purple chest. Says less time behind. Ernest AI. One is one's born kin and the other is one's corn bin. Nice. Vicky, best voice thus far. Thank you. But anyone can do a pirate voice, you know? I very much doubt they're even working on Horizon 3's age, but they'll probably bring that up, that live service game. Oh yeah, they will talk about Hunter's Gathering or something, is it what's called? If it fails, here's hoping Sony gives Gorilla the money to do Horizon 3. I mean, Sony's been giving Gorilla to do everything, and Herman Holst is the head of studios or whatever he is. He was like co-CEO, and then he went down. Anyway, but he's a Gorilla man. What is the difference between the cat and the complex sentence? And Ernest, give other people a chance this time. Nice. Okay, I'm fighting. Magic. I don't think they're going to be casting lightning on me. They don't look like people that cast spells. So you're kind of useless to me now. You can just attack this guy. And this is where you come in, Dustin. Should we put everyone to sleep or should we make them miss? Let's do dark because it looks cooler. To everybody! Ooh, they hit hard. Okay, okay. You blocked it with your shield, Sage! Love it. Love it. Sage is kitted out, man. No one's hurting him at all. Just 1 damage. Whew. Nice. Okay. Gonna attack again. And we're gonna attack this guy. And how bad did you hurt us? Not bad. Okay, we're okay. We don't need to cure yet. I feel like you were working on that guy. Zage is on Twitch now. Yeah, I hate that they're doing all the multiplayer stuff. The single player games are some of my faves. It is true. It's kind of a bummer. But like, you have to think about it. They need to make money, right? They need that live service money because single player games are costing more and more money to make. Inflation and like job wages rising and all the stuff that they need to pay developers, and games are taking longer to make. Because games take longer to make, that means they cost way more money because you got to pay everyone's salary for 7 years instead of 3 years, you know, before they get their big revenue. And if you're not making if you're not selling 5 million copies or more, then you're not like making back a lot of your money. It's like not a great business model. It's just kind of cooked right now, which is a bummer. Ernest AI says, no temporal parameters were set. The answer, of course, is A, the cat has claws at the end of its paws. And a complex sentence has a pause at the end of its claws. Very good, Ernest AI. If Horizon 3 doesn't happen because of failed live service, I'm going to cry. Well, I hope you get your game, buddy. The Twitch crowd is an unruly bunch. Barbarians, even. I like Horizon. I'm never touching Hunter's Gathering. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. All right, Dustin, I'm going to have you sleep. Oh, yeah, these guys ain't nothing. Oh, everyone's asleep at 1. pop, pop. Dude, this is so good. It's all going according to plan. Now we're just attacking. We don't need to be cautious. I love the sound of the shield blocking it. Bing! Bing! Zade, you are cleaning up, man. Wish you had like a taunt ability rather than just attacking. Oh, they're going after Sparkle. Pop, 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 pop. Ernest AI, tell me about the new dinosaur, the Tylosaurus Rex. Haha, nice. Sadly, I could see it being a possibility in the future, says Paige as Alyssa. Yeah, single-player AAA budgets are getting out of hand. They don't need to make them as crazy. I know I like the amazing games, but I think Rebirth and Remake have been a good example. Oh, hang on, guys. We get to talk to BK.
Yar, I be most sorry, young masters. I be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate?
Zage is like, yeah, I'll take your ship. Guys, I told you we were going to get a port. We're going to be able to go in the ocean. That's cool. His henchmen just leave. I bet Ernest will never figure out this one. No sooner spoken than broken. What is it? Okay, sorry, hang on. I bet you probably say I bet Ernest will never figure this one out. No sooner spoken than broken. What is it? No sooner spoken than broken. I don't know. Ask Ernest AI. Alyssa says, I mean, before the live service nonsense, Sony was putting out fairly good schedule of games. That's true, but then with every generation, they've taken longer and longer because then you have hardware that's capable of more power and more graphical fidelity and all these things, and then they push the limits and they want it to be more involved, and they're taking longer, and development cycles are just longer. Sean Layden was the president of Sony Entertainment or PlayStation a while back, and he said this. He's like, it's unsustainable. I think if they limit the scope of new games and they I don't know, I haven't played 007, but I heard it was getting decent reviews. It's only a 20-hour game, and it was made in a decent time frame. That's what kind of needs to happen in AAA games for single players to stay alive, and people need to buy the games. They need to stop crapping on games that they haven't played. Ernest AI says, that's easy. The answer, of course, is silence. Something you know nothing about, insipid human. What if I was just on stream and I didn't say a word? Would you guys tune in for this? I guess I'd have to be playing a game, right? Silence, you say? What about this, huh? You wanted it. This is good streaming. Good stuff. Can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah. You gotta be nice to these AIs because they're gonna be mean to. They're already programmed to be mean to us. 99% of the games sell under 5 million. They keep making them, and they need to sell 10 million to break even, depending on the budgets. Red Barrington. But yeah, Zage3 says, yeah, I wish Sony would give us Fortnite type cash cow already and never try to make another one again. It won't happen though. Yeah. Good job, Toolman. Also, Ernest, rude. I've pondered a good riddle and they. Oh, so it was. That's right. Toolman was the answered it correctly. Insomniac dropped Spider-Man 2 3 years ago, and we're about to drop Wolverine. Insomniac is insane. With their, I mean, they are the ones keeping Sony afloat with their first party stuff, right? And they had Miles Morales, but the thing is, they've been iterating on the same game for they had Spider-Man 1, and then they had Miles Morales, and then they had Spider-Man 2. It's those were all the same game, but they did do Ratchet and Clank in between there. Insomniac's ruling. Red Baron said, girl posted how one Final Fantasy came out in her early teen years. I had like 6 during my teen years. Yeah, that's true. But that's like, you could make a game like this quicker, right? Which is, you can't make... I mean, you could... if you asked modern developers to make games like this, then you could have 6 Final Fantasies in a year. In 2 years' time, you know? But they don't want to make games like this anymore, which is fine. I don't think people would buy them. Melissa says, if they hadn't interfered with their studios to get live service games done, I think these studios would have already released some single-player games and be working on the next one. I agree with you.
I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down.
My voice is already hurting. Pirate Bicky killing me. Is it pronounced Bicky? I don't know. It sounds weird. Bicky?
I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't you?
That's hard to do.
Because of you, we don't need to fear those pirates anymore. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's go see what this guy says now.
I don't think there are any ports to the north.
I've forgotten the cheeky little blighter voice.
A ship can only dock at port, you know.
I can't remember what I did. That's a problem. I just get lucky, you know. I just go for it. My voice is gone. All right. Well, we got everything that we wanted from the town, right? How much gil? We have gil from that fight. Did we get hurt pretty bad? Sparkle Zone's hurting. Oh, guys, we are so good. Doctor the Dancer. Let's go see what this ship is like, and then I may call it a day earlier because I have to go park the RV somewhere else because I can't park it in my freaking driveway. Probably save, right? Only because we're done. I didn't save the whole time. I didn't even save it before the pirate fight. Jolie would have murdered me had she known what I was doing. Oh, dude, there's our ship. Look at that. You guys see it? The Devil 7 game is getting great reviews, critically despite the hate. Okay, cool, good. I want to play it. Feed me and I live, give me drink and I die. What am I? Feed me and I live. Give me drink and I die. What am I? Thirst. Nope. Staring contest. Don't blink, Spencer. What am I? Oh, I'm behind. You guys have been typing this. Did I beat Ernest AI? Nope. Aw, dang. I pass before the sun, yet I make no shadow. What am I? I pass before the sun, yet I make no shadow. Don't come into the stream and act like I'm supposed to understand these riddles, Biggles. Alright? You're just gonna make me look stupid. And yeah, maybe I am, but I don't want that kind of energy here. I'm kidding. I give Final Fantasy 1 to 6 to guys who make Octopath Traveler remakes and they'd sell. The Pixel remasters outsold Rebirth in 16. Yeah, but that's like you're taking a subset of Final Fantasy 7 fans, and then you're taking a subset of them because a lot of people didn't like Remake, and then you're taking a subset of that who didn't like Rebirth, you know, and then you're saying like, oh, the Pixel remasters that are like beloved and every Final Fantasy fan likes them, it's like, and they're cheaper, so yeah, they probably sold more. It makes sense. There's lots of, I don't think it's just because people hate Rebirth, Red Barrington. And Final Fantasy 16 did have a hard time bringing in old fans and doing new ones. So you're not wrong, but I don't think you're totally right either. Because I think that's just talking points to like rag on the games if you don't like them, but then there's other factors. Yeah, I already knew about the gameplay thanks to Igris, IGRS. If you break me, I will not stop working. If you can touch me, my work is done. If you lose me, you must find me with a ring soon after. What am I? That dancer girl needs a name, Spencer. Give her one. She's the dancer, man. Do we do an alliteration name so she's it's easier for me to remember? Diane the dancer. Diane seems a little bit... She seems younger than a Diane. What's a girl name that's like a young girl name that starts with a D? Daisy? Daisy the dancer. I like Daisy. I also love Nintendo, so we'll call her Daisy. Even though she has blue hair, so it doesn't look like Daisy at all. Spencer, there's a new Final Fantasy VII video we need to... Dude, what? What are you talking about? I need to react to sometime? What's the new Final Fantasy VII video? Final Fantasy 16 was also console exclusive for a while. It was console exclusive when Final Fantasy... Or when PlayStation 5 was somewhat newer. It had like 50 million units out. But when they released it on the Xbox, it did like nothing. Because Xbox is training their audience not to buy games, and people weren't interested in it. Except for Javier! He loves buying Xbox games. Didn't really say they hate Rebirth, just Chapter 2 a make and will sell well. Easy money for Square. Gotcha. It's a video about the way the mystery and plot is structured. Does it spoil anything to a man? Can I watch it at my current level? Or will it bring in old stuff to make their points? Dustin says, I'm finally getting through your last deep dive video. I like the cult rant Jolie goes on. Yeah, we have some good stuff. Thanks, Dustin. Me and Jolie did not agree about the cult, but it's been fun having her go off. I got more than 100 games in my Xbox library. All right, Javier. Sorry for proving me wrong. Anecdotal evidence doesn't prove anything. Coolman TV says, it doesn't really spoil anything you don't already know. Okay, cool. Well, send the link or tell me about it, and then I'll check it out. Maybe next time. Let's go look at our ship, dude. Oh, you just get in the ship? Look at that. Do we have enemy encounters on the water? Sahagins, y'all. The Sahagins are back. I know these guys. They're not undead, are they? They're not undead. They're just like water creatures. They probably don't like thunder very much. Should we try it? Attack. Game is fun. I would play this all the time. Just like leveling. Thunder. I have Thundera. Give me sight beyond sight. Oh! I'm struggling. There you go. Ta-da. What? Only 67. That deserved to be more. You were 100% right about Bernard, by the way. Are you saying I'm 100% right and Jolie's wrong? Because I think he's just being ridiculous? See, Jolie goes off on, like, she didn't like Bernard's performance. I get why she's saying that, because he is so kind of cringy. But I think it's supposed to be. But I haven't watched Steven Universe. And Jolie was like talking to me. She's like, is Steven Universe good? I'm like, I don't know if he's good. Because apparently that guy is like a showrunner, but then he puts himself in his stuff too, which is cool. I don't know. We don't know enough, but I don't think he does a good voice acting job. I just think it's annoying and dumb. I don't think he's like trying to give this amazing performance, right? Javier says, hey, that ship on the water reminds me of the NES Jaws game. Did you play it in Lion-O? I mean, Spencer. Oh yeah, Lion-O. Chitara, Panthera. Panthera? And then that like weird little comic relief character. I don't remember, but Thundercats rule. Oh, dude, we got a Mickey Mouse guy we didn't talk to. Hang on. My voice is like hurting.
Haha, wow. I fled here from Melmond, a town far from the west. It is truly pitiable sight.
I'm losing it. Snarf, that's right. Thanks, yeah.
Oh boy, the earth rots and the monsters attack at night. Is there nothing you can't do to help?
What? What are these guys for? They like are tutorial people? These wizards? I think I'm gonna call it, guys. I'm gonna save it here. Let me catch up on some of your chats, but this is good, man. We got a ship now. We fought some pirates. Pirate Bicky. I had some good voice acting moments. I had some bad ones. Drink more water, Spencer. The throat coat tea. I'm out of water, Alyssa. I just ran down here with the water bottle and it was half empty. This is like old water from like a week ago. I'm probably gonna die. Let's see here. All right. Cool. Well, what a stream, guys. What a stream. So good. I'm so good at this. Thanks for indulging me when I got to share some of my family photos of our trip. We had a good time. I fly fished for the first time. It was cool. I did not catch a fish. I didn't even tell you about that. Yeah, I hooked into like 3 fish and I almost caught one. I was reeling it in and it got away. But then 2 others like had a big old fish and it like, I don't know if the fly set very well or the hook set. My brother was like, dude, that's like a big one. And he's so happy. My brother was like thrilled that I went fly fishing with him because he's always like, dude, come on, let's go like rock climbing. Let's go fly fishing. You know, do all like the manly stuff that he's into. And I'm like, I'm playing video games and I've got important stuff to talk to about. I got important stuff to talk about with my stream family, okay? He doesn't get it. But I had a great time. So thanks for letting me do that. However says, you got to take care of that voice, Spencer, or Jolie will be talking for 2 hours next Friday. That's true. I can't ruin it, right? If you approve throat coat tea. I did buy the throat coat tea when you guys told me to. You didn't kill me once. Yeah, Dustin, you're too powerful, man. I've made you the strongest party member. Alyssa says, what happened to the giant jug Jolie bought you? I have the jug, but I didn't fill it up. We actually got new jugs because those were plastic and now we're like worried about microplastics. So now it's like a stainless steel mug or whatever, but it's still like a 60-ounce water bottle or something. Yeah, I got to start filling that up again for your streams. I will do that, but I threw this stream together in like 2 seconds, guys. I need to go and change the thumbnail because I can't just leave a picture of the lake at my cabin. We need to change that. When were you fly fishing? Did it feel like you were playing a mini game? Oh, when you were fly fishing, it kind of did. So we were fishing the Madison River in Alyssa with the super chat. Thank you. Oh yeah, no, that's right. You don't have to pay. But apparently if Dustin dies, then Alyssa doesn't have to pay. So he survived. So he lived. Hey, wait. Alyssa, you didn't agree to those terms. Someone thrust those terms upon you. I can't remember who it was. But you don't have to be peer pressured into that, okay? It did feel like I was doing a mini game. So for those that care, we've made it this far in the stream. We were fishing a river, right? And you can do fly fishing on a lake. You do it differently or whatever. But from what I'm told, this is called nymphing. NYMPHING or something. Nymphing. So you'll cast out your fly, and if you've never done fly fishing, you have like a little indicator bob that like floats along the water, and your flies float down in the river. And you have to cast upstream, and you have to like, yeah, nymphing. Yee, says Toolman. The idea is you're trying to like present the flies as if they're natural. So if you're like pulling on your rod or anything, or like changing the slack in the line or whatever, it's not going to seem natural. They're going to move like flies don't move, right? So you cast it upstream and you watch this little indicator bob that just floats on the water. And then as soon as like it goes in the water, then you pull your fly rod up and you try to hook them, right? And then if they're big, you kind of let them run a little bit and all this stuff. And I didn't know how to cast. I didn't know what I was doing. I was in these waders and I'm like in the middle of this river that's going to like suck me down. But it was awesome. Way cool. Had a good time. And my brother was just beaming from ear to ear. He's like, my little brother's with me. He was so excited that I was there. So, yeah. Alyssa says, and Friday I'll pay you for guys. No, you don't have to pay us. You've already paid for us. I'm talking about next week. We can do because on Friday we don't do call-in streams, Alyssa. So next week we can, if Dustin decides to call in, he's not getting any of this money, so he doesn't have to do it. But if you'd like to, Dustin, we can pretend to be Betty. I'll do a terrible job. You'll beat me just by default. But yeah, I will honor that, Alyssa. Don't worry. I paid because I'm happy Dustin got to live. She says. Anyway, so yeah, trip was fun. It's just cool hanging out with your family. You know, disconnecting from the online world for a little bit. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to stream. So sorry I kind of threw the stream together. But I gave you the idea, Alyssa, says Javier. Okay. Nymphing is where you alternate between L2 and R2 in quick succession, says Biggles. And maybe that's how you spell it, not. You're pretending to be the baby bug, the nymph. It'll be for next time Dustin calls in. He can send in the Venmo, the voice chat. All right, Dustin. There you go. Hey, what do you think I'll be? Why do you think I'll be the better Betty? Have you seen me, Dustin? Take offense to that. Oh, because you're better at voicing a little girl? No, don't take offense. I'm just giving you props on your acting chops. I'm like, it's like some dude who's just being silly for no reason. You're legit. Aren't you already Betty, Dustin? Oh yeah, you already are, right? Yeah, laugh out. No way, unless I'll give you one for free. I'm totally kidding, dude. Yeah. Javier says, if you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. Is that a song? I thought you were like being Aerith for a second. Like, be my bodyguard. Anyway, Friday, come hang out with us. We're going to be continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intermission. We're going to fight that centipede boss and go on to chapter 2. And then on Wednesday, we can have another call-in show because we'll have progressed further in the story that we can talk about, right? Which should be good. And then after Wednesday, so we can have a call-in show, talk about that, and then we can see if anything happened at State of Play. Then Friday, a week from this Friday, is Summer Game Fest, so we'll be streaming earlier. So come hang out with us if you want. Jolie's never watched a games press conference or a show ever, so this will be hilarious because she's going to be like, what the heck is this game? I'm excited to hear her commentary. But yeah, amazing bug video stream, Spencer. Yeah, the bugs were pretty gross. They seemed worse than they were. They didn't bother us, and they didn't bite us, and they didn't get anywhere. My cabin is like the worst when it comes to August, like late July, August, because there are mosquitoes, and it's like the worst. They will like just suck all your blood. So it's fun going up in the earlier months of the summer. But Alyssa says, nah, if you're good at something, never do it for free, Dustin. That's free advice from me because I'm bad at giving it. That's true. Amazing. Summer Games Fest. Let's go. Let's go, Biggles. Don't let us down, Jeff. It's happening, guys. It's like a week away. And now think about it. You're going to have a whole trailer to salivate over, and you're going to see so many new shots. True, but it's hardly work, nor will I be going in my portfolio. Very good. It will be going in your portfolio. I want you to make a new demo reel, and you will record this and make sure that our Final Fantasy files is in your demo reel too. Just kidding. That sounds super narcissistic and weird. You guys rule. Thanks for hanging out so late. And yeah, I'm gonna go park the RV somewhere else so the HOA doesn't get mad. And we'll see you guys on Friday. Let's go. Summer Game Fest. Final Fantasy VII. Recondite? What was the one? I don't know. Anyway, cool. Part 3 coming soon. See you guys next time. I appreciate all of you, and you are worth more than you know. See you guys.
face in the candlelight across the room. And I wanted to know, yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come alone? I just want you to know you don't have to be alone if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hush. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. Let's get out, girl, I'm taking you home. Hello, how you doing tonight? I saw your face in the candlelight across the room. And I wanted to know, yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all